Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is Proverbs 47. The proverb today is a stitch in time saves nine. Yeah, I've heard this one used a number of times before. All right, let's take a look at the note here. This proverb basically means that it is better to take care of a problem in the early stages before it becomes a much larger problem, which would require a lot more work. Okay. Let's continue. Some people think this proverb comes from the idea of sewing a small tear in clothes before it becomes a larger one and will save a lot of time and effort. Well, that could partially make sense. The small tear, maybe it only needs one or two stitches, where if you let it become a bigger hole, I don't know, maybe we need 10 or 11 stitches. I guess that's the idea behind it. I don't know. There is some debate about where it came from. This is one theory, or this is one idea where they think this this proverb came from, which came from this yeah, that basically where this proverb came from. So let's continue. Some other people think the origin of this term comes from a French sailing proverb. According to this story, 9 pounds of shot was required to weigh down a body sack. Yeah, so I guess there must have been a lot of deaths at sea. You can imagine. They didn't want to bring the body all the way back, so they just had a sack and they put a lot of weight in it. They put a lot of metal in it so that the body would sink, so it just wouldn't float. All right, so what is shot? Here, shot is non-explosive metal in the form of balls. Yeah, you might know it too, like in the Olympics. Remember the one where they have the shot put? They have that big round ball. The guy always goes, and then throws far. That is called a shot put. So that's also made from shot. So I guess in the old days, before like the guns they have today, and you can also hear sometimes when hunters go, they sometimes use buckshot. All right, so that's metal. So metal in the form of balls, but with they don't explode, basically. So they're non-explosive. So that's what shot is. So that's what they used to put into the sack with the dead body. Okay, so 9 pounds of shot was required to weigh down a body sack. They say after the body sack was sewn up, the last stitch went through a body part to make sure the sack and the body would not separate, and that 9 pounds of shot would not be wasted. So, well, this one makes sense because sometimes people say a stitch in time saves nine. Sometimes people say nine what? I mean, the first idea is maybe 9 stitches, but here it would make sense that it would be 9 pounds of shot. That's what it was. So anyway, there's a debate. Is this where it came from? Is that where it came from? Well, it could be either one. Okay, let's continue. Well, let's look at one example of how it might be used today as a proverb too. You should clean and take care of that cut as soon as you get back. Remember, a stitch in time saves nine. All right. Well, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.